Hey everybody, Seth with Everyman Prepping here. How's everybody doing? Who would have known that a simple software update, according to the CEO, will crash a billion computers nationwide, cause global chaos, crash everything from airlines to medical. We'll get into everything that, transportation. So CrowdStrike, that's what we're talking about if you haven't heard. It had a quote unquote software update yesterday that affected Microsoft systems and basically crashed billions of computers across the country, not just in the United States, across the world. It's like we're starting to live the Leave the World Behind movie that came out a while ago. In fact, I'll put a link up here, I believe. You can see the video review I did of that. But if you haven't seen that movie, go watch it. It's on Netflix. But it's about cyber attacks that bring down everything from the power to payment systems to everything. And it looks like we're getting a little bit of taste of it. Now, like I said, the CEO of CrowdStrike said, well, it was just a software update they pushed out that had some bad code. They're a cybersecurity that's supposed to protect against hacks, but I guess their software is more of a virus themselves, or it was a hack and they're covering it up. Everything, all these systems that go down are all because of updates. AT&T did an update and their systems crashed. It took out a lot of cell networks. We've had other software companies saying that they did updates that crash systems. Never before, besides a couple years ago, did updates ever crash systems? Are they too complicated now? Are they too integrated? And this is what happens? Or are these hacks and they're just covering themselves? Yeah, CrowdStrike's stock went down like 20%, so to Microsoft, it's getting hit right now. But this just goes to show, we're going to go through some stories in a minute so you can see what's going on, but you need to be ready at all times for what these cyber attacks or these software updates, whatever you want to call them, happen and how it can affect you. Because this just isn't, the big companies get affected. This is affecting everyday life, and we're going to get into that. In fact, let's go ahead and start, get a little background here. And we see that, according to the Wired magazine, 2 internet infrastructure disasters collided on Friday to produce disruptions around the world. It says airports, trains, banks, healthcare, hospitals, hotels, television stations, trucking companies, all that. Thursday night, Microsoft's cloud platform Azure experienced a widespread outage. By Friday morning, the situation turned into a perfect storm when CrowdStrike released a flawed software update that sent Windows computers into a catastrophic reboot cycle. And according to Microsoft and Wired, these are not related. These are unrelated things. These are 2 different problems that we're having all at once. If you believe in coincidences, then this it is. If you're not a coincidence believer, you think that maybe something is at work here. So all this stuff is crashing. And like I said, it's just not affecting big companies. It's affecting everybody on their level. Let's dig in a little more. We got some words from Elon Musk coming in here. He says, we just deleted CrowdStrike from all our systems. No rollouts at all. So, this guy, Jason asked, doesn't they do, staged rollouts, meaning let's roll out a few million computers here in the US, let's do South America, let's do Europe, let's do China. It looks like they did the entire world at one time, which most companies do staged rollouts. So I'm leaning towards the hack, insider problem, something like that caused this to go down. But let's just go through this article. It has some great things of what happened. It says Musk responded to Nadel's post by saying that this IT disruption gave a seizure to the automotive supply chain. So if you're in that business like Musk is, or if you work at a plant, maybe you couldn't go to work today. Maybe there was no work because you couldn't get parts, you couldn't build, you couldn't get your system to work. Who knows? Let's see. Continuing on, people are giving ideas how to fix your computer. On X, they're posting, do this. Because basically you're just getting an endless reboot cycle and your computer wouldn't load. So people are trying to help each other out. If you know how to do some programming, here's some people giving you some more ideas. Like I said, government's not going to be there to save you. These big companies aren't going to save you. Your fellow man might come out and help you out, actually. And let's see, going on from here, we got Bloomberg is updating that FedEx and UPS might be affected. I've had some UPS shipments that were due today and they came, so not here. Right down below if you've had any disruptions in the FedEx UPS world because of this, or if you have any effects from this. I had a buddy in Texas. He had to go to the doctor. When he went there, none of the computers were working for the doctors, the records, the appointments. So he decides, screw it, I'll go to Starbucks and wait till they figure it out because the lines were long. Goes to Starbucks, payment system down. All right, just like in Leave the World Behind thing, right? So you had to, pay cash. What's that mean? Always carry cash on you. So it said, write down below in the comments how this affected you. Also, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed so far. You haven't subscribed yet. Go ahead and join us here. Get the notifications, all that great stuff. But always love everybody to hit that like button so we can get this pushed out through the algorithm, because of the YouTube powers that be don't like things going out these days. And let's see, it goes on to say, here's some more IT outages. We got financial services, your bank. Like I said, payment things. Have you had trouble with ATMs? Let us know. Healthcare, we just talked about that. Telecommunication, government services, e-commerce, airports. In fact, go along with airports, we see it says here that Delta, United, and American last night grounded flights worldwide. Worldwide flights grounded, so that's causing chaos. Then we added Berlin Airport, suspended all flights. Spain did the same, and that was just a few from last night. Manufacturing's down, education, energy and utilities, and it goes on. So this is a big event. Like I said, or if you want to call it an event or you just want to call it a software update. But here we have at SFO, San Francisco Airport. We got blank screens because, well, everybody uses CrowdStrike, I guess. And more blank screens at Delta. Going through there, what else do we have here to show you? Major U.S. hospitals cancel surgeries, amid global computer outage. Now you're thinking, why are they canceling surgeries? We used to do surgery before they had computers, right? But doctors are so integrated now. Everything is so linked, so interconnected. The anesthesia, the monitors, all the equipment to monitor the person. It probably is all software-based, Microsoft-based, protected by CrowdStrike. So if that stuff doesn't work, you're not getting operated on. Can doctors operate with all that stuff? Maybe some older ones, but the new ones, can they do it without tech? Who knows? If you need a doctor, you need surgery, you might be impacted today as well. Now, let's see. We got, this is down detector. Let's see what's going on. I see Microsoft 365 having trouble. Microsoft itself. Visa having some trouble if you're trying to pay. Some Wells Fargo, Bank of America. And, CrowdStrike here, yeah, still having major troubles with all this here. So, all this being said, what does this mean? Well, it means we're a very fragile infrastructure, a very fragile society. One company, has a bad software, has a hack. Look how much stuff it can bring down. This is, like I said, this is global. This is just the United States, one section. No, this is globally affected. It's going to affect financial markets. And is this just a probe? Is this a test? Is this Iran or Russia or China, North Korea? Are they, doing something to get back on the world? Who knows? Maybe it's just a test to see, hey, if we take out this one CrowdStrike and send it around, how much can we crash? They're still trying to bring stuff up. Or if it was just a little software, then maybe we are all just too interconnected. If one little software glitch can do this, well, we're in a very fragile society and fragile system. So, what do you do knowing this? What do you do knowing that this happened late last night, started Thursday night into Friday? You wake up, make sure you have, if you need medications, make sure you have plenty stock on hand. Talk to your doctor. Give this as an example. Instead of he's just giving you 1 month, ask, can I get a prescription for 2 or 3 months? You have backup power. You have it ready to go. Have you tested all your systems to make sure they work? So in case it gets into the grid. Payment systems go down. Do you have cash on hand? Because people will still take cash if you can't use your credit card or your debit or anything like that. Always have some cash on hand in case you need to go out and buy stuff, and things don't work. Other things you can think about, flight plans get canceled. Do you have a backup? Can you drive to where you need to go? Do you need to rent a car? Is that down? As I said, trucking industries and deliveries are down right now. So if you needed stuff delivered and you're waiting for it, well, now you have that sense of urgency. Get that stuff now when it gets back up. Get all the stuff you have now so you're not waiting for that delivery to arrive with that special thing that's going to help you, that special tool, object, device, medication, whatever that is very critical to you and your family. So use this as a learning experience. See, just see how critical one little mistake can be and what it can bring down. Do you have fuel? Do the fuel pumps, are they still working? Can you pay for it? Make sure you have your fuel. Store it properly. Put stabilizer in it if you're going to store it. Don't store it in your garage. Store it in an outbuilding, all that safe stuff. Don't burn yourself down, but make sure you have extra fuel for those generators, for your vehicle. And, this bringing up something that happened in the hurricane, not this, but, gentleman I know that was in Texas, He basically ran out of fuel because he didn't have his cans filled before time. He knew the hurricane was coming. They said it wasn't going to hit his area, no big deal. So he had some fuel on hand. He thought it'd be no problem. Well, hurricane changed. Electricity's down in about a week. He didn't have the fuel to do it. No gas anymore. Big long lines. He had empty cans because he thought he'd be good. So top off all your stuff. Top everything off. Make sure it's ready to go, including water. If this one of these hacks brings down the municipal water system, and that's where you don't have a well and you're on that, you might not have water. So just want to bring this up to everybody. This is a huge thing. I don't know the financial impact yet. Who knows when it'll recover, but you got to see. You got to this should help you realize, just like in Leave the World Behind, at a moment's notice, everything can disappear. That's why you need to get ready now and not become complacent. Like I said earlier, put in the comments below if this affected you, something happened to you, and what you did to get around it. Did you have preps to overcome it? All that good stuff to share. We love to hear the stories. And until next time, keep your ear to the ground and head on a swivel.